Hello, my beautiful souls. How are you? Welcome into your daily read for Tuesday. Let's, of course, jump in and see what the cards have to tell us. So, one shuffle here to begin for this upcoming Tuesday. Okay, we have a couple. The Queen of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. I really sense that this day speaks upon what you're truly passionate about. All right, I wouldn't be surprised if you wake up glowing or you find yourself glowing soon after that or at certain points throughout the day, depending on your individual situation or multiple. But I feel like this day also says when you're truly lit up by something, enjoying something, passionate about it, and certain other factors in your environment or your situation align with that or actually benefit whatever it is for you, and benefit you all the meanwhile, the wheel turns in your favor. I know that was wordy, but that's the way it was meant to come out. Key wording, it feels like this is a day where you have a lot to say. Spirit has a lot to say, a lot to get done, but more so in the upcoming days. I really feel like you need to reground yourself, though. All right, whether that's more so regrounding yourself mentally, emotionally, or just in general. I wouldn't be surprised if you get the push to do a bit of meditation or simple breathing work otherwise, because it feels like the focus on your breath, on your breathing, could really benefit your perspective and or your a habit or two. Okay. I feel like you might also gain an important realization throughout this day. But we have the Four of Wands and the Seven of Wands coming out. So a lot of wand energy, speaking upon the bold and passionate, action-oriented nature about you, regardless of what sign is primary within your chart. Interesting wording. But I do feel as if you are seeing or being pushed to remember, even if you don't see exact evidence in front of you, that things are coming into place, falling into place, working out for you. You will find your connection to music throughout this day is of a true significance, whether it's more so you need that release, that escape, or just a message to come through from spirit. Could be more than one song, of course, but they do love to occasionally communicate with you via music. Now, for some, it might not be, say, you're pushed to shuffle your music or hear a song in the store or on the radio in the car. It might be, of course, but I personally do hear songs through my thoughts, right? You know, spirit speaking through or singing through my mind in that sense. And it might be just a small little repetitive verse or part of the song. But yeah, a lot coming towards you throughout this day. I'm hearing positive and negative, but it feels like a lot of spiritual activity flowing towards you, a lot of important messages. So be aware of synchronicities, and they're saying how things are affecting you, all right? Because it feels like it could be, say, a location or somebody's energy or an action that you just took, a habit. We need you to be very much not overthinking, but noticing, being very aware of how people, places, situations, habits, energy is affecting you, all right? This is going to teach you a lot about what lies ahead and how to steer clear of what you're meant to. As I do lose my breath a little bit, bear with me. What else do we have for Tuesday? Okay, the Eight of Cups. I heard you did what was right for you, and that is that. Okay, you did what's right for you, and that is that. There's no going back. I do feel as if you're also thinking about when you're going to have to move towards something better for yourself, even if you don't think it's going to be. Spirit's saying be careful with that, that thought process. But the Ace of Pentacles, I do sense that there's new money in the upcoming days that you're not aware of, but also so unexpected income, right? I don't feel like it's going to come without effort, right? But I do feel like for a lot drawn to the reading, you're manifesting this, expressing your need and or desire for this to the universe, to your guides, in spirit in general. And so you'll get what you need, you'll get what you deserve. But I do feel like all the meanwhile you could be thinking about, and there could be action in certain ways put forth towards a new investment and or a new job. And Spirit saying if you need both, don't hesitate to do a bit of, energy work is what I just heard. Do a bit of research and communication and effort put forth towards both. All right. Because again, what you water, what you actually reach for will transpire and fall into place for you. But the Knight of Wands, another wand energy. All right. But they're saying, given this is the only cup energy on the board, the Eight of Cups, this was a very emotionally driven, energy driven, and spiritually guided move for you from the past. And I feel like this will, you'll remember that when it comes to other changes, switch ups in the near future. But the Knight of Wands talking about how when you do things your way, you're going to see results that are meant for you, that are meant to impress people and impress yourself all the meanwhile. But I feel like with that horse in the background, you're thinking about freedom. You're thinking about maybe it's financial freedom, freedom from a connection, or maybe from certain restrictions in your life. It could be for some, maybe thinking about freedom from a current job position, or even maybe thinking about, short-term freedom. Say it's leaving that job for the day, or just escaping that living situation, or the energy of whatever other situation it is for you. Because I feel like there's a push to recognize that when something doesn't feel right to you, step towards happiness, step towards peace and comfort for yourself, whether it's a big switch up, a change, or a change in general, or just a change in your environment in that moment, or for that chunk of the day. What else do we have? The Hanged Man, because I feel like there are parts of the day where Spirit's going to push you to adjust your perspective. Now it's up to you to identify with your intuition, feeling things out. Is this spiritual messing with, as that just happened to me? Is this more so actual positive intended guidance to better your mental state in that moment, to not have you overthink, and to not have you manifest something that you're not meant to and that you shouldn't, period. All right? Because it feels like, being drawn to this reading, it's another kind of day where you're reminded that you're more guided than you were in a past situation, if not multiple, or just rewinding back in general. Or it could just be a reminder or an informing that there's different types of guidance at this time and different spirits guiding you than you once had due to a change, or if not multiple. And so I feel like there's a lot coming towards you once again. All right, but this is not a bad thing. Just sort through when it's a bit of messing with. I know not everybody likes to label that as messing with, but that's just how I label it, given what I've been through. But the Ten of Swords, you might feel a little bit to yourself, alone throughout this day, but it doesn't have to be a negative thing. I also sense that you're thinking about completion for the future, completion from the past, and how it all intertwines, and why and how you ended up where you are, for the better and for the worse currently, and how do we improve things moving forward. They're saying with true levels of honesty, right? It reminds me of the fact that certain people drawn to the reading, like myself, would be completely honest with a friend, right? Out of pure intention to help, to better them, to even motivate them. But then why is it so difficult at times to be honest with yourself and then make a change due to that? It's because we're very habitual creatures, and we maybe are a little bit stubborn at times and just caught up in our ways. I'm hearing you can't at times, but you should be able to teach an old dog new tricks. Anyways, I didn't really love that addition to strengthen that message, but you get the point. Just be honest with yourself. Do your best to make progress in regards to making healthy changes moving forward, and so that you can see more of what you desire enter and prosper in your life. The Five of Cups and the Empress. When it comes to something new, whether you began it recently or this is more so future energy for you, you're looking at the negatives a little too much. A spirit saying it's good to expect the pros and cons realistically, but we don't, again, want you manifesting negatives or the removal of an option or something of the sort, okay? But I wouldn't be surprised if there's certain background noises that you do have to cope with and deal with, but Spirit's saying, isn't this much better than what you had once upon a time? if you think back to a situation or two, if I could even say it. The Ace of Swords. The whirlwind of your mind will take a highlight throughout this day, and I feel like you're gaining clarity on what lies ahead, why something shouldn't have worked out, at least after a certain point, and why you're so special is what I'm getting. Your unique nature is being absolutely highlighted of true importance. This day is very important because it teaches you and reminds you of a lot. And I feel like you are making progress once again as we see things work out for you. But what do we need to do differently moving forward to see things work out even more? Right? Answer that honestly. Again, let's make some changes, adjust things in your favor, and move forward and see progress all the meanwhile. Beautiful. So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your day, and I'll see you next time.